The strength of the winds of magic within the mortal realms waxes and wanes, but their power is the most absolute and magnificent within their own source realm. The dreadful omens following the Realm Gate Wars and the rise of deadly energies across the realms was not something as commonplace as this. Nagash, ruler of the underworlds, king of the afterlife, supreme lord of Saish, had set in motion a plan with a magnitude of devastation that was incomprehensible. Eons passed. In the Age of Myth, Nagash began his conquest. Where once there were many gods of death, Nagash had laid low these lesser deities to claim himself supreme, his power growing with each victory. In time, he would be the only god to lay claim to all souls of the deceased. Had Nagash allied with these gods, perhaps the forces of chaos could have been kept at bay. But alas, that was not the fate of Saish, and the great necromancer stood alone defending the afterlife in the Age of Chaos. The invasion of chaos into his realm merely postponed Nagash's scheme, but the Lord of Death was unshakably patient. He set his most trusted commander, Archon the Black, to assemble a force of skeletal pawns that would walk toward the edge of Saish and collect a single grain of grave sand, a realm stone so intoxicated in deathly magic it would fell any living being within its proximity. The grave sand would be returned to Nagashazar, the necromancer's capital. Through forbidden alchemies, the grave sand would undergo a process to become a hard obsidian stone. With this new material, Nagash would construct a massive, inverted, great black pyramid in the very heart of Saish. The construction of this building angered Nurgle, who assaulted the prime innerlands of Saish to put an end to Nagash's sick experiment. But the Chaos God failed, and Nagash held strong in his command of Saish. With eldritch runes etched into this colossal landmark, Nagash's work was nearing completion. He would bring to life the great black pyramid's pure deathly essence, and pulse a wave of death magic so great it would travel across the entirety of the mortal realms and kill everyone. And with that, Nagash would rid the mortal realms of the Chaos Gods and officially win the war. But why would he do something so vile and so extreme? Simply to stop chaos? Nagash did this because of his sense of justice. It was justice to be the rightful ruler of the dead. It was justice that all beings should worship him, because in the end, he is the god that held the fate of their afterlife. It was justice to claim back those souls stolen by Sigmar for her Stormcast Eternals, souls that rightfully belonged to Nagash. It was justice because everyone must be reminded why all bow to the great necromancer. And it is because of justice that all must suffer this fate to be finally reminded that Nagash is all, and all are one in Nagash.